Mark Burdick back with you with head coach Greg Page as we get ready for Friday's road trip to Saltsburg for the Homer Center Wildcats, a game you'll be able to hear on WCCS. And Coach, the good news is you haven't had to rally the troops from a two-game losing streak since 2015, which is what you have to do now after losing your second in a row at Northern Cambria. The bad news is you have to rally the troops from a two-game losing streak.
Yeah, actually we talked about that earlier in the week, that we haven't lost twice in a row since 2015, which is a good thing from a program standpoint. And I think our kids are hungry. I mean, the bottom line is we've lost two games in a row, and you're looking for, you're looking for people running away and things like that. That's not the case. It's just two football games. But having said that, we need to get back on the winning track.
The Saltsburg Trojans, a dynamic offense. They've put up some points. They have a very talented quarterback in junior Josh Gibbons, a nice cast of receivers, and a running back that does a little bit of both, running the football and receiving the football, in Dylan Sidrick, who has 14 touchdowns. They are a handful to prepare for, maybe not big in numbers as far as roster size, which has been documented, but pretty big in terms of preparing for a pretty lethal offense.
I agree. Look, I'm totally impressed with these guys. I mean, Gibbons, last year he scared me. Running around, and it's not just running around throwing the ball. He sees people and he makes good decisions. The Sindra kid is fast. I know he's a good athlete. They got tough kids up front. They don't have many of them up front, but they have the kids they have up there getting the job done, and they have other kids like a couple of the Bartolini boys, Lassick, Kaiser, some of those guys. Slapinski's another good receiver, and they go after the football, and on defense they're very aggressive. I'm impressed. Coach Lazier really has them playing hard, and they've got a couple big wins too.
And you never know what might be coming your way as far as Saltsburg, because they might surprise you with any number of things.
Yeah, I mean, they've been noted over the years. They'll spread it out. They'll line up in different tight formations. But you know what? They get their kids to believe in what they're doing, and they play hard. I mean, that's the best thing you can say about those guys. They are small in numbers. I know they're in the teens, but those kids battle, and it's going to be a battle tomorrow night.
Pooch kicks, rosebuds, bouquet of roses, you name it, they'll pull it out.
Well, I attribute a lot of that to Glennie Richards, because he was always good with some of those things. So we still remember some of the things from 8 to 10 years ago, and we practiced against them because, hey, you don't know if they're gonna do certain things. But I like how they use their athletes, and they get them into space, and like I said, it's a hard-working group of kids, and you have to admire that.
And the confidence should be improving after last week's win at United. For the Wildcats, Coach, maybe getting back to the foundation of the program and finding a way to run the football, something you haven't been able to do the past 2 weeks.
It's been tough. Northern Cambria was an outstanding team. They made things tough. They have size up front and athletes in the back seven. We couldn't really get anything going running the ball. We had a little success throwing it. And United, same thing, big team. The weather affected both of us. It was hard to get the footing after a while, but you know what? Those are things we have to get past, and we concentrated more this week on coming off of the football and getting into people and driving people. So we're going to see if our kids take the benefit of that. I mean, you can go over it and you can rep it in practice, but we have to see it on Friday night.
And Friday night will take us to Saltsburg for week number 7 of our high school football season, the Wildcats and the Saltsburg Trojans. We'll be on the air at 6:20. You'll hear the full head coach Greg Page show on our pregame report. 6:20 is airtime on WCCS AM 1160, 101.1 FM, and streaming as part of the Trib Total Media Sports Network. You can find the link at WCCSradio.com. With head coach, I'm Mark Burdick reporting.